You may know him from his regular show, Runako's Big Line. Please give it up for Runako!
Oh, beautiful people. I know you already clocked the one black guy in the room who was standing at the back, and I'm standing at the back, and I'm tall, so I know everyone has the same question. Who has the nicest back ahead in the room? All right, let's get into it. You, number one, Jasmine. All right, number two, you in the back there. You got a nice curly layered thing. I feel like you're about to do an aerobics video for me. Number two, best back ahead. Number three, that's going to surprise you. This motherfucker. You got layers. It's spiked on the top. It's neat in the back. Congratulations, sir. You're only man to make the top three. Equality. Congratulations to you. It's 20. Which year is it again? Whatever. But it's hard to figure out like what you're supposed to be because there's so many things you can be now. Big up whatever, all those letters. Yeah. But sometimes you're like, which letter am I? And in the letter, which half of the binary or the no binary, it's like, you gotta have a little test to figure out what is what. So when you're going through that, it's not an external thing, it's an internal thing. Just because you have skid marks don't make you a man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta check like, when I want to cry, do I immediately think gay? Or do I just let myself cry? Now that's how far I've gotten in figuring it out. I don't know which one makes me a man or gay. Honestly, I'm just like, maybe I should just go see a therapist. And that's the way to deal with most feelings that people would describe as manly. You want to fight every person you see that looks like your father, kind of. That's a very common man feeling. Also, a thing you should... So that's the point that I've gotten to. Maybe I was raised wrong, but where I am right now is that every feeling that I would classify as a manly feeling is something I should probably go see a fucking therapist about.
What?
One thing, a lot of you live out here, right?
Yeah, you.
A lot. I didn't say you in particular. That was really arrogant. I was like, a lot of you live out here, and the one visitor in the room was like, no. You're wrong. Your thought was wrong. You're stupid, and you should feel bad. That's not nice, and I'm the only black guy here. You shouldn't do that, but yeah, if you live here, you know that the way they decide every fucking thing is... There we go. Janken, which is the Japanese way of saying, you don't live here, so you don't know. The Japanese way of saying it. I like how we get both parts of the couple. Now I have a people do. Janken is rock, paper, scissors in Japanese. And I used to teach, so I've done it so much that now I kind of just want to mix it up. You know what I mean? So every kid that I meet, I'm trying to play candy, cookies, weed with them. And the fun thing about that game is there's no right choices because two of them is a thing that a molester would tell you. So you really gotta figure out like which choices as a child, like which one you're gonna shoot. All right, I've got a van, and I think I just achieved something where I made selling weed to children the best possible option. And that's how you teach drugs are a positive force in the world. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, let's get more drug positivity. And no one here go tell the police that I said that shit. I'm recording this, I'm gonna cut that part out of my own recording. It's really nice now that we have these phones that can supply basically every need that we have. So we don't really need to talk to other people anymore. Unless you're like me and your parents didn't give you enough attention, so you gotta come do this. But other than that, like your phone does everything. It makes you feel like God. Here's my favorite thing to do, right? So you order a pizza, and you just look at the guy driving and you imagine you're God. Like, you can see when they're moving on the map, and you just imagine you're God and you're like, you're moving too slowly. And then the tip is like blessings, right? The tip is like you're making, literally, that's how he eats, manna from heaven, You have displeased me. You waited too long at that traffic light. You and your family. Okay. It's getting dark. But the problem with being on your phone so much is that you're exposed to other people who are on their phone a lot. And the new fun thing everyone likes to do that makes me want to smash my own phone is hashtag everything something something porn. Have you seen this? Like someone will post a meal and they'll be like, food porn. And I've seen food porn and it's not that. Real food porn is a lot of being concerned whether this is going to turn into a yeast infection. Like, what is the... How soon after wrapping on this production we going to wash our parts, Whoop, whoop, ladies, support your pH. But it does lead to the question when people are hashtagging everything like, what is porn? But what really does count as porn? Because, like, if we take it back to before people had phones and before we had cars and we had buggies, like, would we be just on the street waiting for a woman's skirt to slightly blow up so we can hashtag ankle porn? Like, that's... I've started coming to the idea that people actually like me. So that's... Is this what therapy is like? You just say something that you think is really wrong with you and everyone just goes, woo! And also, I don't like children at all. Food is the only thing that makes me feel good about myself. The next one is going to be, you'll see me get a woo for it. I'm worried that you guys are just wooing because you don't want to make the black guy mad. But yeah, I think it's really hard to figure out because we are tying all of these things into our phone experiences, which is our whole life experience. So where your porn source is your recipe source, is your talking to your family source. I feel like we need to have a time where you put your phone in a mode that it's only porn. Your phone should have a porn mode. Like before I leave, I'm going to tell you something that's happened to me way too much. I'm from the Caribbean, so my parents are 13 hours behind me. And if I did have a mode I could set my phone in, I wouldn't be getting WhatsApp notifications at 2 a.m. while I'm trying to jerk off. Thanks, Runako. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Runako, everybody! If someone just wants to tag his van outside for the sake of all the children in Tokyo, that'd be good. Alright, cool, guys. Let's see. Yuri, Loving, Katie. I promised Katie.
Yeah.
Yes. Katie, are you ready to pull from the bowl?
Yeah.
Alright. Now you want to hand it over to me? Yeah, very nice. Here we go. Alright, cool. Alright, here you go, Katie. Y'all know what to do.